I find Errol Spence's call out of the Tim Tszyu Sebastian Fundora winner to be quite off, and I've been writing this on Twitter, on Facebook, and other people's channels in the comments. I just don't really buy it, and I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Errol Spence is such a badass. There is a big difference between being a badass because you intend to take on all the smoke, and you saying that you want to take on a big challenge, but it's just so unrealistic given multiple circumstances. First of all, Errol Spence went absolutely silent on social media following his loss to Terence Crawford. Now, I'm not blaming him for that. The man's a public figure, he's got kids, he's got a family. You should be spending time with him. However, to go completely silent and not address your fans at all is something which, forget me, a lot of his fans were criticising. They were saying, God, I can't believe Errol Spence just left us hanging and didn't even acknowledge us. The first appearance he makes on social media is a video of him in hospital with one of his eyes covered up, saying he's going in for surgery. And I was extremely shocked when I saw that video. When I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw that other channels had reacted to Errol Spence posting a video of him in hospital, I literally thought they were joking. I couldn't believe that Errol Spence would post a video of him in a hospital wheelchair being wheeled around and just looking so helpless. It was just weird. And what was so weird about it is that Errol Spence took his loss to Terence Crawford like an absolute man. I mean, you cannot say one thing wrong about how Errol Spence handled his first career defeat, because he could have made a million excuses after the fight. When the journalists were asking him about him having a long layoff, he said, no, I agree to the fight, there's no excuses. When the weight cut was brought up, he said, no, I made the decision to go back down to welterweight, so that's on me. I believe he was also asked about the stoppage because he was complaining when the fight was stopped, and he said, no, it's all good, congrats to Bud Crawford, let's do it again. So he handled it like an absolute champ, full credit to him for that. But to go silent on social media for 6 months, to conveniently pop up when the rematch clause is close to expiring, to again not address your fans at all, and then suddenly out of nowhere say, oh, by the way, I want to take on the winner of one of the biggest fights in the division above me, when I'm coming off a loss and I haven't even addressed the rematch with Bud Crawford. It's just weird. I really cannot read this in any other way other than Errol Spence is putting on a front. I do not think it is a coincidence that the rematch clause has expired and he's barely addressed Terence Crawford at all since the fight, because in my opinion he doesn't want it. I also don't believe he wants the winner of Tim Tszyu versus Sebastian Fundora. I think he, again, is presenting this image that he is prepared to take on everyone, that he wants all the smoke, even a crazy challenge in a weight class above him when he just got smashed to pieces by a guy who used to be a lightweight. That, again, looks really good in the eyes of many fans, but to me, I honestly think Errol Spence is really struggling with coming to grips with that defeat to Terence Crawford. And look, I don't blame him whatsoever. The man has been through hell. The car crash, he had eye surgery once already, and that beating was absolutely horrible. I mean, he had an okay first round, got dropped in the second. You guys who rewatched the fight more recently than I did can correct me down below, but I believe he was rocked in the 4th round, in the 6th round, and then in the 8th round he was dropped twice, and then in the 10th round it was finally stopped mercifully, and he never made any adjustments throughout the fight. How could you not be changed after that beating he took? I don't believe Errol Spence is serious about taking on the winner. Let me know what you guys think down below. Am I missing something about Errol Spence's behaviour since that loss to Terence Crawford, or do you guys agree with me? Let me know down below, like the video and subscribe to the channel for more as always.